Have you ever had a problem that once you just thought about relentlessly to find a solution to, and then sometime later on down the line, you found the solution just out of the blue? It just came to you. You weren't even thinking about it. This is called insight, and it's a really good tool that comes from our passive brain. So I'm going to be teaching you how you can exploit this to hack your mind so that you can come up with the good ideas fast. First of all, let's distinguish the difference between the active and the passive brain. The active brain is the one that does the thinking when you're thinking, so you have to think for it to think. But the passive brain just thinks and handles small tasks in the meantime, like when you're not thinking. You want your passive brain to be the one that gives you the insight all the time. So how do you produce this with you controlling it? Well, first you have to have a goal set in mind. You want to know where you want to be, what you want to come up with in the end, a solution to your problem. So now you have your problem. You need to think about it. Think about solutions. Maybe you want to maybe even organize. 'Cause sometimes you don't even need insight for it. Maybe let's say you're trying to come up with a video idea and you don't know what it is. It comes to you automatically, or maybe you keep thinking about it and you find one. So it can be either one. It could be you could find good ideas from insight after doing a lot of thinking about it, just thinking about it, or just plain insight. Now, plain insight is very rare because it only has happened to me very rarely. But when you get insight, oftentimes people call it the shower thoughts. But it's not only the shower that you get them. I've gotten them while working out. I've gotten them foam rolling before bed. You can get them at many times. So what you want to do, what this works almost all the time. You want to set maybe 20 minutes or 30 minutes to think about the solution to a problem you want to solve. Just organize your thoughts, maybe even write them down. I mean, that would probably help. Just in case you don't achieve insight and you already have your answer in your thinking. So once you've done that, you're going to want to take a break, do something fun. And then that's letting your passive brain come up with the ideas. It's letting everything get absorbed into your brain. So then once you've done that, once you've had your little enjoyment, your little fun, you're going to want to do something that isn't really that requiring of you, that your brain will probably just think of stuff in the meantime. It's kind of like dreaming. When you're sleeping, you're not required, your body doesn't require you to do that much. So your brain is going to it has these dreams. It's kind of the same because when you're doing taking a shower, that doesn't take much effort. It's obviously taking a shower is the most common one. But even if you're just laying down somewhere, maybe you're even reading a book. That's probably not that good, but it might work for you. Doing a workout is a good one too. That's where I've had results sometimes. So what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to do something where you have freedom of, you're free, but you're also constrained. I say this because you want your brain to be able to think, but you also want to not be able to think over it. You basically don't want to have another session where you're using your active brain to come up with more results. Now, there's many good ideas that have come from this. When you hear people that come up with ideas for stuff and they become billionaires because of it, oftentimes it could be because of a dream or because of insight. And who knows, you might even have a multi-billion-dollar idea, and if you use that idea, if you use these tips to get there, you could become a multi-billionaire. Now, obviously, this isn't always gonna work first on your first try, so you're gonna want to keep practicing. Also, meditation will help you a lot. You definitely do want to meditate, because when you meditate, you clear your thoughts. So even you can have a more productive thinking session when you're thinking about solutions to the problem, and then after that, your brain will be clear, and maybe actually you could even use meditation as the part where you would normally be doing something where you enjoy yourself, but definitely not where you want to achieve insight, because meditation is where the goal of meditation is to clear your mind. So you don't want to be thinking about something else. You want to be like focusing. You want to have pure focus. So I'd say definitely meditation really helps with this. So I suggest you should do that if you want to see more results. But a lot of ideas that I've had for like content I've created have come from insight, and it's really useful because you're when you're thinking, you have a lot of stress on you, and you're kind of like following the backwards law when you're not thinking about it, and you get better results. Not the best analogy I know, but using the logic of the backwards law does make sense. So basically, to sum it down for you, you want to think about solutions to your problem, then you want to do something you enjoy, and then you want to do something where you're free and constrained. Free enough and constrained enough so that you can come up with a solution your mind automatically comes up with through insight. That's basically it. Insight is a very, very good tool. If you can manipulate your brain in ways so that you control it, you control when you get insight, and if you get it all the time, you are like, you'll be a genius. Like, people will think that these ideas are like amazing coming from you, and they will be amazing because that's just how the brain works. It's ironic how thinking, well, it's ironic how the backwards law still applies to this too. It's especially ironic that I even came up with this video idea because of insight. So that's pretty much it. You can subscribe if you feel like I could bring further value to your life. I hope you use these tips and achieve a much better state of being, that you come up with a lot of very good ideas. And that's going to be it. Thank you guys for watching. I hope this helps you, and goodbye.